What is up, everybody? This is our 100% playthrough of Mortal Kombat Deception's Conquest, and this is part 5. In our last episode, we discovered that the majority of the side missions that we're going to be doing in Chaos Realm happen after the story has already completed, or when Sujinko is old. So, with that in mind, we kind of changed our gears. Originally, we were going to do all the side quests as we went through the game, but now we're going to beat the whole game and go back and finish up the side quest. We also did one of the few side quests that you cannot do in that method, so we should be good to head straight to the end of the game. So last time in the story, what we had happen was Sujinko had traveled to Outworld and tried to save a city. And in trying to save the city, he actually sold the city to a military group from Order Realm, the Satan Guards. And so now the city is under their control. And then we went back to Earth Realm to compete in the Mortal Kombat tournament. But unfortunately, he got distracted by getting his soul cleansed by Nightwolf and basically missed his opportunity to compete in the Mortal Kombat 1 tournament. So, at least as far as timeline goes, it seems like Sujinko is about at the time period in which the Mortal Kombat 1 tournament takes place. So, let's go ahead and start Conquest and see what's going on. The fabled fight between Sujinko as a 30-year-old and Shang Tsung. So we just completed this mission. So we should be good here.
Once again, you have proven your worth to the White Lotus. Continue your adventures and see if you can discover why these Takata was sent to our realm.
Alright, next part of the game. Or story, rather. He's so nice. There we go. Ooh, the man. Shang Tsung.
Greetings, stranger. I search for experienced fighters to take part in a competition. Do you know of any?
I am quite adept at many fighting styles. Who are you? What is this contest you speak of?
I am Shang Tsung. My Mortal Kombat tournament will begin soon on my island fortress. Only the best will be allowed to enter.
Shang Tsung? Long have I heard tales of your foul deeds. I am Sujinko. Since I was a boy, I have dreamed of winning the Mortal Kombat tournament and ridding Earthrealm of your tyranny.
Is that so? Then it seems I will have to test the great Sujinko. You are most welcome to compete, but only if you can prove that you are worthy of such an honor. Fight!
So Shang Tsung's character design in the first Mortal Kombat and subsequently through most of them is actually based off of the sorcerer from the movie Big Trouble in Little China. If you ever watched that movie, you'll see that kind of it's a almost one-for-one thing. They look almost identical. Combat skills will be tested. Look at Shang Tsung.
Round 1. Fight!
Yeah, as well as Raiden. I mean, it's so obvious if you watch the movie because you have like a Thunder God character with a big giant straw hat. Yeah, it's a wild movie. I actually watched it just last year for the first time. I watched it for the sake of that. It's one of the biggest inspirations for Mortal Kombat, and I never really watched it to see what the relationship between the two were. And yeah, they definitely appropriated a lot of ideas from, especially design ideas from Big Trouble in Little China.
Most impressive, Sujinko.
Thank you.
You are indeed worthy to compete in the Mortal Kombat tournament. I will enjoy consuming your soul when you lose.
I do not think so. It has been my greatest desire to win Earthrealm's freedom from you and your master, Shao Kahn. Of course, I am not the only one who seeks your defeat. I request that an acquaintance of mine be allowed to compete as well. He too longs to challenge you.
Would this acquaintance of yours be the blind swordsman Kenshi? He has been searching for me for quite some time, has he not?
You know?
There is little in this realm that escapes my attention, though I must admit I was surprised to learn that he had survived our previous encounter. Return to him and inform him that he is welcome to face me on my island in the Lost Sea. The tournament is fast approaching, however. He must hurry if he wishes to fulfill his quest for revenge.
The beast. Well, like, yeah, come on, bring it on. I think it was Kenshi just hanging out.
It has been many years since last we met. Although I have sensed Shang Tsung's presence on many occasions, I have not been able to locate him.
I have found him, Kenshi. He has invited us both to his island to face him in mortal combat. He has been watching you. He knew that you were searching for him.
I had suspected as much. This explains why I have never been able to find him. He was always one step ahead of me. I thank you for bringing me this news. I will now teach you to do battle without the use of your eyes.
So Kenshi, the name Kenshi is actually a Japanese title that is primarily given to phenomenal swordsmen. I believe it roughly translates into sword saint or something along those lines. The most famous Kenshi being the samurai Miyamoto Musashi, who wrote the Book of Five Rings, which many people consider to be the definitive text on strategy. So you'll find not only, it's interesting, with the Book of Five Rings, you'll not just find it in the martial arts section of bookstores, but you'll also find it in the business section of bookstores, because a lot of people will use the fighting strategies in their business. Now right now Kenshi is doing the art of Tai Chi, and Tai Chi is that art that you see, you know, elderly people doing in the park in slow motion. Originally Tai Chi was devised as a fighting method, and then over the years kind of turned into a means for self-preservation. According to at least the legend oh, 1 second. 1, 2, 3, back. There we go. I was getting distracted. According to the legends associated with Tai Chi, the guy who made Tai Chi actually challenged the Chinese military to a fight and beat all of the guys who came to fight him. Nowadays, Tai Chi is not used for fighting at all, and I seriously doubt any Tai Chi practitioner actually knows how to fight. But apparently it has its roots in combat. Now Judo, on the other hand, which is a terrible Judo stance. Judo, on the other hand, was made in 1882, I want to say, by a guy by the name of Jigoro Kano. And he's probably one of the most, if not the most important martial arts figures. For example, the black belt, you know, that every martial artist covets. The black belt was invented by Jigoro Kano, the inventor of Judo. And he got the idea from a swimming coach, that a diving coach, you would see the guys on top of the springboard to dive, and wouldn't know necessarily who they were from a distance, so he would give them, you know, colored trunks or colored sashes so he could just see the color of the sash, and by the color of the sash he would know what information that student knew, so he would know what he could call. Judo is the result of functionalizing and sportifying the Japanese art of jiu-jitsu, which was made for samurai. And basically, Jigoro Kano wanted to have a way to practice jiu-jitsu and spar with it, and so he made judo, which basically is jiu-jitsu minus the moves that like instantaneously break things. So it still has joint locks, but always gives the opponent a chance to tap out. Brazilian jiu-jitsu actually comes from judo, not jiu-jitsu, despite its name, for example. And then of course the katana. The katana is probably the most legendary sword in Asian culture. It's actually shaped like a guillotine to chop someone's head off. And the katana was forged by folding steel into thousands of layers. Because today, if you were to do like a die-cut katana, it'd probably be stronger than an ancient Japanese katana, despite what some people want to tell you. But back then, steel was pretty shit, and so they would fold these katanas. They would fold the steel over and over and over again, and with each fold, it would become exponentially more and more layered, thus becoming much more strong. Early samurai would actually pay for prisoners that were on death row and use them to test their katana before they bought it. So they'd show up at the, they'd effectively show up at the katana shop with a guy to kill, and then they chop off limbs and the head and stuff like that to see if it worked. Yeah, samurai were not the noble breed that we oftentimes make them out to be. There was like a law basically that samurai could kill anyone they wanted as long as they felt threatened by that person, and so it was not too uncommon for a samurai just to kill a random person on the street and then claim that they threatened his life. I can't say how common that was actually, because I didn't live during the time period. As I have read, this is something that would happen. Oh, that's a bigger one. Yep, first try. Oh, I missed the last button. Now, I'm actually a black belt in judo, so I can speak quite a bit to their accuracy of their judo, and it's not. Their judo is nothing like judo. There we go.
You have done well.
Like, judo does have punches and kicks, but like it hardly has punches and kicks. It's kind of like a side note. Wow, I'm surprised I got that first try. That was a big one. I have too many liquids over here. Now, if you've been watching the entire series, I'm sure you noticed that Ermac also had telekinesis, and if my lore is correct, Kenshi actually learned the telekinesis from Ermac. And as a result, Ermac and Kenshi share a lot in playstyle. I'm glad that he has a teleport. Teleports are important to me, but it always strikes me as like, how is that telekinetics? That's teleportation. It'd be different if he like slid forward.
Very good.
Round one. Fight!
And they just showed me those moves. Let me see about what combos: YYAA, YYB, YYX. So YY something. Cool.
Flawless victory.
I was thinking about possibly going through Conquest again after we do this session and doing one where I set the game to max difficulty. And I do not know all the
Now
characters
that I have
good enough to
fulfilled
do
my
that.
promise, I must leave for Shang Tsung's island. I only hope he has not been defeated before I arrive.
Indeed, you have a long-standing vendetta with Shang Tsung, but I have dreamed of entering the Mortal Kombat tournament since I was young. You will have to wait your turn, my friend. If he is still alive when I am finished with him, you may take your revenge.
We will see, Shujinko. I will meet you on the island.
Where you go? Oh,
Shujinko, I return to you because I sense that some change has taken place. You are different in some way.
I have undergone a spiritual cleansing. The warrior Nightwolf had detected an evil stain upon my soul. He was unable to remove it completely, but he has given me the ability to suppress it.
This is an unfortunate turn of events.
Unfortunate? An evil stain has been cleansed from my soul. My sense of awareness is as heightened as it was when Master Boraicho trained me.
The taint you refer to allows you to enter realms otherwise inaccessible to other beings. You will need to regain it in order to continue your quest. I suggest that you return to the Netherrealm. It will restore the impurities needed to enter the more accursed realms. Once your quest is finished, you are free to cleanse your spirit once more.
I cannot believe that you would ask such a thing of me. Surely the contamination I am already forced to carry is enough to access...
Do not question my order, Shujinko. I never promised your quest would be pleasant. You must fulfill your obligation to the Elder Gods. Return to the Netherrealm.
Have you forgotten the Mortal Kombat tournament? I was on my way to Shang Tsung's island to compete.
I understand your disappointment, but your dream of defeating Shang Tsung will have to wait. For now, you must fulfill your destiny.
I will do as you ask.
he says a turd. What a coward. Alright, we're gonna meditate to morning so that it's a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. Very good. Forgot where the hell we were. Oops. Yeah, so this is where the timeline starts to move crazy fast. So remember, right now, there's the opportunity to attend the Mortal Kombat 1 tournament at this moment. So the video game series has started. You'll see in like just a few interactions, it's going to be Deadly Alliance.
For use by mortals.
Who are you?
I am the Thunder God, Raiden. This ancient portal has been activated. I must secure it to prevent intrusion from other realms.
Lord Raiden, I am Shujinko. I am the champion of the Elder Gods. It was I who opened the portal.
Champion, you say? I think not. A champion of the Elder Gods would possess the might of 10 warriors and could fight with his eyes closed. It is highly unlikely that you possess such abilities.
It'd be interesting to see like a classic story mode with this story, like done in the Mortal Kombat 11 story mode style. That'd be epic, actually.
Round 1. Fight! Round 2. Fight!
So one aspect of this game that a lot of people, well, especially me, I ignored when I was a kid, is you actually take more damage when you have your weapon out compared to when you don't want to have your weapon out. So
You seem to possess
take
much
that for what it's
strength
worth.
and skill, Shujinko. Forgive me for doubting you, but if the Elder Gods have indeed unleashed their champion, they must be concerned that the end of the realms is near. Your presence might be connected with the Mortal Kombat tournament here in Earthrealm. Have you come to aid us?
I did come to fight for Earthrealm in the tournament, but I have recently been ordered to the Netherrealm.
I am sure the Elder Gods have their reasons for redirecting you at so crucial a time. It may be that the Shaolin have already chosen their representative. In any event, I will keep a close watch over the tournament's proceedings. Shang Tsung is a treacherous sorcerer. If he wins this time, Earthrealm will belong to Shao Kahn.
If you need my aid when I am finished with my task in the Netherrealm, search for me. I will gladly assist you.
Thank you, Shujinko. Good luck.
What's up? Moving on. Yeah, they definitely take you back and forth. So I think we're about to train under Scorpion, which is my preferred character in this game. So after we fight with Scorpion, I might take a moment of our time to go do a couple of the required fights. So for those of you who maybe are just catching on to this or just starting to watch this, there are fights in Conquest that are not required. They're completely optional. And there are some that are you'll actually will get things for, like keys in the crypt and stuff like that. So I might take a half second to do that while I am under the control of Scorpion. So we're about to play with Scorpion. So the Mortal Kombat 1 tournament just took place. But if this is Scorpion in Netherrealm looking for Quan Chi, that means Deadly Alliance has just completed as well. Which means Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, and 4 all happen in this time period? I think that's what's going on.
Unless you have knowledge of the sorcerer Quan Chi's whereabouts, do not waste my time, stranger.
I have no knowledge of this Quan Chi, but I may be able to help you find him. I am Shujinko. I have explored this realm before and have become quite familiar with it. I have returned to the Netherrealm once again to absorb its impurities. I will likely be wandering these wastes for some time to come. If I discover this Quan Chi, I will relay to you what information I can, for a price.
It would seem that you have already regained some of the Netherrealm's dark taint. What price do you ask?
You are obviously quite powerful in this realm. If I were to learn your combat skills, perhaps I would absorb enough negative energy to lessen my time here.
Teaching you the dark rage that has consumed me since my death will only serve to delay my vengeance upon Quan Chi. I refuse your offer.
Delay you it will, but you will also gain an ally to aid your search. You will likely find Quan Chi sooner if I search with you.
Your argument has merit. Very well. I will teach you my combat skills. I warn you, however, the rage of Scorpion burns deeply.
See, and this is where it's weird. So, if the Mortal Kombat 1 tournament was just taking place before I walked in here, and now it's already at the end of Mortal Kombat 4, because by this point, when Scorpion is in Netherrealm chasing Quan Chi, that's Mortal Kombat 4 time period. It's a pretty big mistake as far as, timeline's concerned. Oops. So Kido is actually a Korean primarily joint locking art. So they have punching and kick, so they're not wrong to have Scorpion punching and kicking. But the fact that he doesn't really have any like wrist locks or anything is kind of shocking. There we go. That's actually my favorite combo. I don't know why I just blanked on it. I use that all the time. You know nothing about Muay Thai.
Well done. Superb.
Yeah, usually I just kind of skip over this stance entirely. So in Deadly Alliance, the game before this, he had a sword that they just called the Ninja Sword.
Superb.
And I have no idea if the Ninja Sword has any historical context, but I know I've held a Ninja Sword before, and it is just a katana that's straight, which make it a worse katana.
Very nice.
This is a one-handed sword, which means you can do Kali with it. Which means I need to get it. Nice. Well, I got that. Alright, I'm going to take a moment to take a break. I'll be right back. We're back! Alright. Sorry for that momentary break. Let's get back to it. So that style of sword fighting that Scorpion does, the Mugai Ryu, I guarantee I said that wrong. That's actually a Japanese style of sword fighting that's really compact. Apparently they just have like 10 techniques for their long sword and 3 techniques for their short sword. So I suppose maybe if you wanted to learn sword fighting, that'd be a good one to go to, because you learn quickly. I don't know. I've studied a little bit of katana, and let's see here. I got like there's a thrust, the chop, sidestep and chop, the deflect and chop, cover and chop. So, like, that's you basically do that to both sides, and that's like the style of katana that I learned. So the Hellfire technique was originally developed by Satoru Gawaka. I'm lying, obviously. Yeah, so in Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, I really feel like they were trying to subvert expectations because, for example, Raiden doesn't have his electric fly, and in Deadly Alliance, Scorpion didn't have a teleport. So with this game, they definitely, they brought back the uppercut, but they also brought back a lot of moves that I think were kind of synonymous with the character. Because obviously Scorpion's spear is what he's best known for, but if you are a Scorpion player, you know that the spear is really not necessarily his best move, because it just leaves you so wide open basically the entire time. So you use that teleport a lot. I forgot I was supposed to be doing this. My bad, I was just having fun, other Scorpion. Stay still. There we go. You want to show me how to get it? Oh shit, that's a great idea. Just use my free hit. Dirt. That's simple enough. No problem, boss.
Fight! Flawless victory.
Awkward silence during loading screens.
I did not realize that such all-consuming hatred was possible.
Quan Chi killed my family and clan, and then deceived me into believing Sub-Zero was their murderer. I have been corrupted by Quan Chi's wickedness. Now it is his turn to suffer.
It is a heavy burden you carry.
And one that will be lifted once I have destroyed the evil sorcerer. Go now and search for Quan Chi.
I will remain in the Netherrealm until he is found, Scorpion.
So that is a distinct difference between Mortal Kombat the Midway timeline and Mortal Kombat the NetherRealm Studios timeline. That in the NetherRealm Studios timeline, I think, boy, I'm having a hard time. There's a lot of different continuities. Well, in this one, Quan Chi is responsible for the death of his family and clan, but Sub-Zero is the one who kills him. I know in Mortal Kombat, Scorpion's Legacy, the straight-to-DVD release, that they basically show that Quan Chi is responsible for everyone's death. That Sub-Zero is completely is a completely innocent character, and that Sub-Zero is killed unjustly because of that. I'm having a hard time remembering if that is the case in the NetherRealm storyline. Little skull down here. I remember this area was something I looked forward to when I was a teenager, because it meant that Scorpion was going to get to beat the shit out of Quan Chi, which felt good.
Who are you? What do you want?
I am Shujinko. I am searching for the sorcerer Quan Chi.
You have found him. I do not recognize you as a brother of Shadow. Who has sent you?
I sent him.
Scorpion!
That strut.
Thought you could elude me here? In the lower reaches of the Netherrealm, my strength increases while yours fades. I will make you suffer for killing my family and clan.
Round one. Fight! Round two. Fight!
This area that, not that they're fighting in, but they're in the story that they're in, is actually the starting point for punching Johnny Cage, which is, if you've not seen that video on my YouTube, definitely head over to my YouTube and check that out. It's Michael V Arcade. It's a pseudo glitch that takes 9 hours to perform. The video's not 9 hours though, it's montage.
There is nowhere you can run, sorcerer. I will have my revenge. I will torment you forever, sorcerer.
Back! Stay back! I command you! Come here! Did you hear that?
It sounds like battle. Come, we will feast upon the loser.
There's a golden chest over here we want to grab. So I won't perform the 9-hour process, but if you see while oh, it's too bright. Well, I won't be able to show you. There you go. So you got these guys who hang out here and they fight each other, or they don't fight each other, they just stand off. And every single time you meditate, as they disappear and reappear, they reappear slightly closer. And you can actually do that until they pass each other and then move onto the lava, and eventually they end up, this guy on the left, on our left, is actually Johnny Cage. He ends up way over there. And I just only assume the other guy, because this is like off map, that the other guy is just going to end up somewhere above the top of our screen there. But yeah, it takes 9, not in-game hours, 9 real-world hours to do. At least last time I did it. I've done it twice, and I have no idea how I figured it out when I was a kid. It means I just sat there for 9 hours doing that, not knowing what was going to happen.
Shujinko, I sense you have regained enough of the essence of this realm to continue your quest.
I encountered a ninja specter named Scorpion from whom I absorbed much rage.
Well done. You may leave the Netherrealm.
Thank you, Damashi. I do not wish to remain another moment longer.
Alright, so we're gonna take a side quest here and go do a couple fight missions. So as opposed to sticking to the normal storyline, I'd like to have a couple fights with Scorpion. Actually, you know, I probably should do the Netherrealm fights. I don't know if I have access to that yet. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back and do the Netherrealm fights. So let me turn around. Oh, got the story.
Champion. I have need of your assistance.
Raiden, whatever I can do to help you, do not hesitate to ask. My time in the Netherrealm is concluded.
Shang Tsung has allied with another sorcerer, Quan Chi, who has escaped from the Netherrealm.
Escaped? I had just seen him there.
Quan Chi possesses an item created by the Elder Gods, an amulet that acts like a key. He understands only a fraction of its potential, but enough to use it to escape from hell.
Is it a Kamidogu?
It is not a Kamidogu, but it is connected to them by its function. I am surprised that you would not know of it. Nevertheless, I am preparing an assault on the two sorcerers in Outworld. Though they have already killed Earthrealm's greatest hero, Liu Kang, I am gathering together the few warriors I feel I can trust to attack this deadly alliance at their stronghold. Can I count on you to help?
I will go to Outworld to assist you any way I can.
Excellent. It would be good to have a champion of the Elder Gods on our side.
Okay. So instead of going to Outworld, we're going to go back to Netherrealm. Because remember, there's a fight that I want to do there, assuming that that spot is open. There's 3 fairly difficult fights to have to open up a massive portal. I want to go ahead and knock those out. I need to grab a pen of some sort. Okay, so let me take a quick peek at my map here. Gives me an idea of where I need to go. All right. So interestingly enough, certain parts of this world are locked off, what feels fairly arbitrarily, attached to how old Sujinko is, or how much of the game Sujinko has completed. So I don't know if we'll be able to do this. Yeah, so there's a guard who's stopping us. That's a shame. That's so interesting. So in the PlayStation Portable version of this, Mortal Kombat Unchained, you can just go ahead and go there. There's nothing stopping you. So that's definitely something for a late game after we've already beat the game, which is unfortunate because it's a fairly difficult fight, and I would have liked to have a reliable Scorpion. After you beat the game, Sujinko stops turning into the last person that you trained under, and he starts just kind of randomly turning into one of the characters from the game. So you never know who you're going to get each time you have a fight. So if you're having an especially difficult fight, you can just start and exit the fight over and over and over again until you get the character that you want, which is a little bit of a pain in the ass. But I still imagine you will probably see me do that at least once or twice. There's a big, difficult Scorpion fight in Edenia, the last realm, that you most assuredly will see me do that with. I don't know if I've ever beaten it without one of the characters that I know how to play. So what we're going to do right now, there's a fight with Cobra on the beach that I tried really early in this run and I failed at. Can't remember why, but regardless of that, in theory I should turn into Scorpion this time, which should make it a cakewalk. Let's go ahead and have this fight with him. Ah, so I'm bleeding to death.
Fight!
Easy. That should be our fight with Cobra. I don't know why we did that fight with Cobra. All I got was coins for it. Am I missing something here? Let's see, that's 2015. So when I'm saying numbers, I'm referring to reference numbers within this document. So let's see here, 2015. Don't get anything for that. They have Liu Kang and Ball. $2021. Just get Jade coins for that. Alright, cool. Well, let's move on. Or maybe I already did that fight. I can't remember. Well, really this video is going to be a document of just how bad my memory actually is. I feel like I can remember a whole bunch of trivia, but I can't remember what I did, 10 minutes ago. Pretty bad sometimes. And I never know if it's a issue with ADD, which ADD, one of like the symptoms of it is that your short-term memory kind of blows, or if it's a symptom of being punched in the head too much. Which, to be honest, I haven't been punched in the head a whole lot. I've done martial arts for 25 years, but my defense have always been pretty good. But I have taken a few rough blows. It only takes one to really change your life. Alright. Punch that person in the face. Oh.
I knew you were not to be trusted.
You just met me. Just, you know me.
That's far enough. Stop where you are.
Is there a problem, sir?
Name's Kano. By order of the sorcerers Quan Chi and Shang Tsung, all denizens of Outworld will submit to the rule of the Deadly Alliance.
I am not a denizen of Outworld. I have traveled here from Earthrealm.
Makes no difference. My men will take it to the town of Sundown. Quan Chi and Shang Tsung have a job for you, mate.
And if I refuse?
Do you really think you can combat us all?
No, I suppose not.
Then shut up and follow me. What's your name, anyway?
I am called Shujinko.
Well, Shujinko, welcome to hell. Along with all the other peons of this town, you will be constructing a palace for Shang Tsung. One that is large enough to house his army. Don't even think about trying to escape. I would hate to have to kill a villager because of your defiance. Do you get me?
I understand.
Good. Now make yourself useful. Get to work.
I'm looking up a reward for a fight that's going to be in here. Or that could be in here. 5018. 18. Johnny Cage. Yeah, that's just for coins. We got all sorts of missions that we're going to be doing, but now we're back on the normal story mode.
You are not from this town. Who are you? Why have you been enslaved here?
I am Shujinko. I am from Earthrealm, on a quest for the Elder Gods.
Got a
I
flat
have been
butt.
instructed to return to Outworld to confront a growing threat here. I seem to have found it.
I am Li Mei. My village was the first conquest of the Deadly Alliance. They have enslaved my people. For this, I will kill them in due time.
What is your plan of attack?
The Deadly Alliance have offered to free my village if I win their combat tournament. I have accepted their challenge, but I intend to use the tournament as a way to get closer to them. I will attack when they least expect it.
Bold words, young one, but perhaps a bit foolish. What makes you think you can defeat them both?
I will concede that I am not ready to confront them yet, for I desperately need additional training.
Perhaps I may be of some help. Over the years, I have absorbed much combat skill.
Then you must teach me, Shujinko. Help me to save my people from oppression.
I will teach you what I can, Li Mei, but I do not approve of your intention to combat the two sorcerers alone. I believe that course of action will end in misfortune.
So, Li Mei was taught how to fight by Shujinko. Now we know. I have no idea how long he trained her, but if it was any less than 6 months, it's bullshit.
Li Mei.
Luki Buffa. I want to say Luki Buffa is a martial arts style that was the combination of 4 schools, and Luki Buffa are the first syllables of each one of those schools.
Very good.
I know nothing about Mizong. I don't even know what country that comes from. Yeah, a combination of Dragon Ball and Mortal Kombat led a 12-year-old Michael to think stances were one of the most important things in martial arts. I remember trying to develop the ultimate stance as a 12-year-old. Of course, you know, as an adult, it's the boxing stance. You hold yourself like a boxer, and that's basically the best way to hold yourself in a fight. You know, a little bit more square, with both your feet kind of pointing at your opponent if you plan to throw a lot of punches. A little bit more bladed, or you're standing a little bit more sideways if you plan to throw a lot of kicks. That's about it. That's the difference. Those boob physics. Whoa, look at him go. But for those you youngsters out there, this was back when boob physics were new. Dead or Alive was having boob physics, and I remember it was a big deal that the girls' boobs shook. And they didn't shake well. It was hilarious. I mean, just like this. I mean, that's... You watch the way her boobs are swaying, that's not very realistic.
Excellent work. Correct.
Little handshake. Correct.
Very good.
I was just doing that combo just to get a sense for one of her combos. Current difficulty we're playing at. As long as you know a combo or two, you can beat the computer.
Very good.
It's interesting that Li Mei dressed so conservatively in Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. I mean, she still showed off some cleavage, but like, she basically wore a giant pantsuit. And here she's wearing next to nothing.
Round 1. Fight! Wins flawless victory.
It's one of the nice details about this game is that what we just had happen is what actually happens at Deadly Alliance.
Please accept this token of my appreciation.
I thank you for the gift, Li Mei. Perhaps your confrontation with the sorcerers is not necessary. I know of someone who might help to free your village. His name is Hotaru. He once saved the walled city of Lei Chen from the Tarkatan hordes. I will journey there and ask for his assistance.
If you think he can drive out the Deadly Alliance, then by all means, find this Hotaru and tell him of our plight.
I will do my best to convince him to help. The guards are watching. I must not draw their attention if I am to escape your village. Goodbye, Li Mei.
Very good. Okay, yeah, so like I was saying, so in Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance Conquest, it's not a story mode like this where you're running through. Instead, you're still doing the tutorials for each character like we do, but in between each tutorial you have basically a little essay of story about that character. So each character has 10 missions, so they have 10 little paragraphs to read, and going through Li Mei's, you actually learn about her city being taken over by the Deadly Alliance and her choosing to fight them and entering into their own kind of tournament in order to compete, all that jazz. So I'm happy that there is that kind of continuity. Trying to piece together the Mortal Kombat story is not the easiest task, because I don't think when they made the game they were overly concerned with continuity. You think about like people who try to piece together the Zelda timeline. It's like, well, they didn't really design the game with that timeline in mind per se. They were just kind of telling a story. So no matter what time I enter into this, you get the bell chimes, and we are past curfew.
Hotaru, it is good to see.
You have violated my ordinance. You were to go indoors when the toll sounded.
Ordinance? I just recently arrived. I had no knowledge of any ordinance.
Ignorance is not an excuse. I am placing you under arrest for disregarding the laws of this city. Your trial will take place in the realm of order.
And this is why the realm of order is bullshit. For untold years, Sujinko remained in prison, awaiting his trial. Look at him, he's old now. Until he was finally brought to a holding cell, his day in court had arrived. It's crazy. We have now done our final transformation. So this is your Sujinko. Finished. Old man Sujinko. Talk to these guards. I'm trying to. There we go.
I have no desire to converse with a criminal.
What is this place? Why have I been taken from my cell?
You are about to enter the judicial court of the realm of order. You have been brought here to defend yourself against the charges brought against you by Commander Hotaru.
After all these long years, justice will at last prevail. Surely I will not remain imprisoned for a law as frivolous as a curfew.
I would not be as confident if I were you.
You sound so old.
These were the guards I was sent to dispose of? Pah! Surely you could have slain them yourself.
Why have you killed them? Who are you?
I am Dairu. An associate of yours was concerned that certain obligations you have to him are not being met. I was contracted to remove any obstacles you might be facing.
Tamashi, I cannot believe that he would instruct you to kill these men in order to free me.
Not instructed, paid. Mercenaries do not work for free. This Tamashi offered me generous compensation to free you. Do not be so sure of your chances with the judge. I was once a soldier among their ranks until I was unjustly imprisoned. You would have been incarcerated for decades for this seemingly minor charge, I assure you.
I cannot say that I approve of your actions, but I suppose a certain amount of gratitude is in order, Dairu.
There is one other matter. I am to give you this key to the courtroom door. I took it from one of the guards. I will leave you now, but if you ever have need of my services, search for me in the realm of order. Just remember to bring plenty of coins.
Oh, they fell down dead. Alright. Old man Sujinko. So I'm actually going to not even remotely follow that storyline. And I'm going to go straight to Earthrealm to finish off the time-sensitive mission in Earthrealm. So, for those of you who've been with us since episode 1, you already know all about this. But if you're just joining us, the vast majority of side quests in Mortal Kombat Deception can be done almost any time. Most of them are done at the end of the game once you've already beaten it. So kind of a post-game sort of thing. But there is a series of side quests that you have to do at very specific times that trigger each other. So you have to do it like I have to hit the first trigger as young Sujinko, and then the second trigger as middle-aged Sujinko, and the third trigger as old Sujinko. And if you miss any one of those moments or mistime one of those moments, that's it. You cannot complete the rest of the missions. It's over. So now that we're old man Sujinko, I should be able to do the final missions. And once again, I'm just meditating to bring up the sun so it looks a little better. Okay, so 2024 is the code that I'm looking for here. This should be my next one. 2024, you must have completed missions, yada yada yada, which I did. After Sujinko goes through his final aging process, return to Earthrealm and approach the monk temple at C7. you will find Kung Lao walking in front of the door. Approach him to receive an automatic scene. He proclaims that you are an assassin sent to exterminate him. You must enter combat. This isn't a true fight, simply combo training. You're asked to complete a 10-hit combo on him. This should not be too difficult. Simply use large juggles. Yada yada yada. So I need to do this one. That's at the Monk Temple. So I think I know where that's at. So you're just getting coins for this, but this one will trigger the next one that we also have to do. Make sure I'm not even remotely heading in the right direction. Dang, I got so sidetracked. How'd that happen? Whoa. No. I'm going the right way. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing fine. You guys just calm down. Yeah, I gotta go around this. Punch this guy in the face. He didn't fall down. What a beast. Alright, so the Monk's Temple should be over here. Then we should see a Kung Lao, the Luigi of Mortal Kombat, hanging out around here. There he is.
Who are you, stranger? No doubt you are another assassin sent to exterminate the remnants of our once vibrant Shaolin Order.
No, my name is Shu.
The Order of Light has suffered enough pain already. Prepare to meet your doom, assassin!
Oh shit, it's with Li Mei. Fuck. I just realized that. That sucks. We'll have to figure something out. We'll figure out a combo. Look at this! Kung Lao and his Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance outfit, but missing his hat. Where's your hat at, Kung Lao? Okay, let's just start off with her style branching combos. See if that does anything. Boom, 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 L. BYYL. Yeah. Sorry. I'll start over. We'll get this. Let's try it again. 10-hit combo. Fuck yeah, right on the money. Good. That one's done. I'm glad to have that over with. Go ahead and mark that off our list. Combos with Kung Lao. This would be the...
You fight like one trained by the White Lotus. It seems you have been trained by Bo Raicho himself. How is this possible?
As I was trying to explain earlier, my name is Shujinko. I too am a member of the White Lotus. Can you tell me what happened here? Where are all the other Shaolin monks?
Murdered. They were all murdered to satisfy Shao Kahn's lust for power. Could anything be worth the lives of so many innocent men?
All of them? Even Wu?
Yes. They even seem to have overwhelmed Master Shen. The few of us that survived were in Outworld at the time, hunting down some of Shao Kahn's Takata.
Is there anything I can do to help?
A fellow member of the White Lotus named Kai is still in Outworld. Please find him and tell him he is needed here to help restore the Shaolin.
Alright. Let's finish up this. Alright, so search for Kai. So it's going to be 223. I must have completed. Let's see here. 5 actually. After sparring with Kung Lao, he will reveal all that jazz. So exit Earthrealm, return to the Nexus, and enter the Order Realms. Order Realm? Outworld. Outworld. From here, Kai is located at A3. Speak to him here to learn that he has just begun to wander Outworld. He gives you Raiden's staff to return to Kung Lao. Head back through the portal and return to Earthrealm. Once again, Kung Lao will be waiting for you at C7. We're gonna go get Raiden's staff. Get hyped, son. That's cool. So yeah, Kai would have Raiden's staff. That in Mortal Kombat 4, I think it's Kai's ending, Raiden gives Kai his lightning staff. So let's go to Outworld to A3 in the ice caves. I know exactly where that is. Like I said, these are more time sensitive. I may be able to mess around and finish the story now, but because this is a project I've been working on since the beginning of these videos, and each one of these videos are like 2 to 3 hours long, so I've been working on it for a while, and several days, because we'll be doing the several sessions. I'm excited. I'm genuinely excited to wrap this up. Punch the guy in the face? Yeah, that's fun. I remember, you know, it was just raining just now. Give you an idea of just how shitty graphics used to be. I was impressed with that. Whoa! It's rain in a video game. Like, they had rain in, like, 2D games, like Donkey Kong Country, but rain in a 3D game? Whoa. We are in the future. Graphics are at their peak. I am so hyped. So, Outworld. Yes, every single time we go through one of these portals, I think it saves. So, should be good as far as safety saves and stuff are concerned. Alright, so check this out. So the ice caves, if you can see, if you take your eye to the upper left-hand corner of that screen and just run your eye south, you'll see along that western wall, there's like a little blue glowy spot. And that's the ice cave. So if you are trying to do a mission that involves the ice cave and you can't find the ice cave, it's actually kind of clearly marked on the map. With all but the thing saying, here's the ice cave. I'm going to skip Kai and open this real quick. I'm going to talk to Kai first. They'll stay there. Here it is, Kai. What's up, Kai?
Yes, I am Kai, the White Lotus member you are seeking. I have finished my journeys in Earthrealm, and have just begun to wander Outworld. I will return to Earthrealm when my travels here are done. Take this staff to Kung Lao. It once belonged to Raiden. It might help him to rebuild the White Lotus.
Ooh, we got Raiden's staff. Look how sick that is. Alright, gonna go ahead and open this up too while it's here. Tanya. Go back, finish this up with Kung Lao, and be done with Earthrealm. Of course, it's already night. Why wouldn't it be? It's always night. Yeah, it's me calling Kung Lao the Luigi of Mortal Kombat is a joke between me and my wife. Because if you think about like the relationship between Mario and Luigi, that Luigi kind of wants to be a hero too, like Mario, but always ends up playing second fiddle. It's very similar to the relationship between Kung Lao and Liu Kang. What's up, Kung Lao? Guess what I got? Guess what I got? Guess what I got? I'm gonna look at my inventory first. That's my ninja star. Got all these keys. Oh my god, it's so blown out.
Have you found Kai yet?
Yes, I found him. He will return to the temple shortly.
Excellent. I see he gave you Raiden's Thunderstaff. You must use it to strike back at Shao Kahn and take from him what he took from us.
Yeah, boy. What's up? We'd be happy to add that check mark to this. That's my dog. That's her waking up. Okay, so that means the only things that we have left to do in Earthrealm as far as missions are concerned are kind of the arbitrary fights that are not necessarily required. We may still go back and do some of them, but I think it's time to move on and do some more story. I don't know if I'm gonna like kick myself for saying this, but I would really like to complete the story today, so that our next session can get to doing all the side quests again, which is kind of the initial point of this video anyways. I'm letting all the cuts, this could be a way shorter video, but I'm letting all the cutscenes play out in an assumption that this is kind of being viewed as a let's play on YouTube. So we'll see. We'll see how much of the story we get done. Hopefully we get it all done. Alright, now let's go ahead and do our trial. Somehow I skipped the entry into the portal on that one. Oh, some dead guards.
Shujinko, I am disappointed with you.
Hotaru!
I thought I had trained you to appreciate order, to obey the law. Now I find that you have killed 2 officers and have broken into a courtroom.
I did not kill those men. An assassin named Dairu.
Now you are consorting with known felons to free yourself. Had you simply waited for your trial, you would have no doubt been found innocent. In fact, I had come here to testify in your defense. Now it seems that you will be facing a sentence of death.
If it has come to that, I have no other choice but to resist arrest.
So stupid. The legal system in Order Realm is dumb. And I know that's the point. The whole point is that they're idiots. But I'm like genuinely angry at the injustice that he had to endure.
Round 1. Fight!
Damn. It's going to be a horrible experience if I do decide to run through this game on max difficulty. What combos do we got with her sword? BB something. I like that. Oh no! Don't die! Oh no, I'm died! I don't know jack about Lee May. It's alright, we'll get it.
Round 1. Fight!
Which combos from here? Oh, it's BYY, that's the one I'm looking for. There we go.
Round 2. Fight!
Cool. Sorry, I missed that last one. Overwhelmed with sadness. Then we go get our Kamidogu. Kamidogu! It's the second to last one. Now all we have to do is Edinia. Old man Sujinko ready to go. Damashi's all like, what?
Shujinko, you have the order of Kamidogu, I see.
With the help of your assassin, yes. I do not understand how you could condone such an action. Are these the methods of the Elder Gods?
I am not an Elder God. I am merely your guide. In any event, do not presume to judge my methods. You yourself have done many dishonorable things during your lifelong journey. To have answer your question, however, the Elder Gods would not have objected to the methods applied.
I may have done questionable things during my service to the Elder Gods, but I have also grown much since my quest began. I cannot believe the Elder Gods would not take exception to such brutal tactics.
The Elder Gods do not directly interfere with the realms, nor do they judge the events that occur therein. Their duty is merely to assure that the realms exist.
And my quest plays some part in their duty?
I will not explain further. All will be revealed in time. Take the Kamidogu to the Nexus and continue your search.
Yes, Damashi. I will do as you ask. But I cannot help but feel disenchanted with the quest.
Very good. Alright, let's move on. Get hyped, son. It's unreasonable how much I actually like this game. I'm fully aware that there are entire groups of the Mortal Kombat community who think that Sujinko is the worst thing to ever happen in Mortal Kombat. And I'm over here giddy to play with him. I'm like, this is an amazing character. I love this story. Look how pretty my collection of Kamidogu is. That's the worst part about this game, is at the end of Conquest, all my Kamidogu disappear. I don't get to look at it anymore. So dope. Anyways, let's move on. Time to go to Edenia, the place that was once a part of Outworld. This is also when Sujinko starts to pick up his special abilities for playing in Versus mode. That if you unlock Sujinko, he doesn't have all of his special moves. You have to find them in Conquest, which is awesome for the single player, but a little frustrating for multiplayer. Because like I'll have friends over who want to play as Sujinko, but if I don't have everything unlocked, they can't.
Shujinko, you have but one Kamidogu left to find before your task is complete. It lies hidden in this realm, the realm of Edenia. But beware, I sense there is another force at work. Someone else may be after the Kamidogu.
Someone else? For what purpose? You have never fully revealed to me the true significance of the Kamidogu. After all these years of searching, I feel I am owed an explanation.
If it will serve to emphasize the importance of your quest, I will tell you what I can. The Kamidogu made possible the creation of reality. The Elder Gods used them to split the consciousness of the one being into what we know as the realms.
I do not understand. What is this one being?
Before the creation of the realms, there were only the Elder Gods and the one being. The one being fed off the Elder Gods. It consumed them. A war raged in the timeless void until 6 Elder Gods forged the Kamidogu and used them to splinter the one being into the many realms.
I am humbled by the scope of what you have revealed to me. Still, I am left to wonder why the Elder Gods have needed my assistance.
As you know, you were called by the Elder Gods to retrieve the Kamidogu and deliver them into safekeeping. What you do not know is that the Elder Gods had detected a plot whereby an individual sought to exploit the Kamidogu and merge all the realms in an attempt to gain ultimate power. That individual may be here in Edenia. He must not be allowed to find the Kamidogu.
It would seem that the Kamidogu are quite powerful. Dangerous weapons in the wrong hands. I thank you for being forthright with me, Damashi.
I have no doubt that you will succeed, Shujinko. You have served the Elder Gods well.
Okay. Alright. What do we got over here? Alright, so I'm going to do a quick safety save here. Because there's some stuff involving Katana that are time sensitive as well. And I don't know if this is it. I don't think it is. What am I getting messages from here? Bunch of BS I don't care about. Alright. Let's go back into Conquest. Yeah, there's like a fetch quest involving katana. I don't think that's what this is.
You emerged from the portal to the gods. How can this be?
I am Shujinko, champion of the Elder Gods. I am searching the realms for artifacts that will aid in the fight against evil. My quest has led me here.
I am Princess Kitana. If you are the champion of the Elder Gods, perhaps you can aid us in our struggle. There was a time long ago when the Emperor Shao Kahn merged Edenia with Outworld. For millennia, he ruled the combined realms until my Earthrealm allies and I won Edenia's independence. Now Shao Kahn has again invaded this realm. He has learned that a powerful device lies hidden somewhere within our borders and may have sent his forces here to find it.
Shao Kahn? He must be after the Edenian Kamidogu. This situation was worse than I had suspected. How may I be of help, Princess Kitana?
My mother, Queen Sindel, has been taken captive. I cannot free her myself, because I must return to Outworld to lead our forces there in a direct assault against the Emperor. Free the Queen, so that she may lead the resistance here in Edenia.
Where is the Queen being held?
She is imprisoned somewhere near the palace, guarded by the traitor, Tanya. You must defeat Tanya in order to release her.
I will win the freedom of your queen. Of this you can be sure.
Thank you, Shujinko, and good luck.
Who'd you run off to? Hey, where you go? Where you go? What are you doing? Why do you run so slow? I'm like doing like a light jog. I'm really old. You should probably run faster. Hey, where you go? Oh, sneaky. Alright. So let's go ahead and head not even remotely that way. This way. Oh, dead guard. I recall this fight being very difficult when I was younger.
Excuse me, but I am looking for the one known as Tanya. Would you happen to know her whereabouts?
I am Tanya. Do you have business with the Emperor Shao Kahn?
Not exactly. I come to ask that you release Queen Sindel. She has been unjustly held captive by Shao Kahn's forces.
You are a fool, old man. I have been instructed by Shao Kahn himself to guard her with my life. You will have to get past me if you wish to free her.
So
Okay.
be it.
So be it. So much more classy. I like just okay, and then he punches her in the face. Yeah, I always thought people look weird when they threw punches while sitting down. Alright, free Sindel by defeating... Oh, that's probably why. It's probably because they didn't know how to use Sujinko, and they're making you use Sujinko. So this is what I'm talking about. So the last time we actually trained as Sujinko, if you recall, was back in the village at the very beginning. So if you don't remember how to play as Sujinko... Luckily, I do remember how to play as Sujinko, so we should be good.
Round 2. Fight!
Excuse me. Thank you. Cool. I was worried there for a second. I'm like, oh, I just said I know how to use the Jinko and I'm losing. Yeah, that fight was brutal. It's the first time I ever did it. Let me get this coin. Yeah, coin.
You are a bit old to be in Shao Kahn's military, are you not?
That's Star Wars
champion
reference.
of the Elder Gods. I have come to release you at the request of your daughter, Kitana. She is currently in Outworld confronting Shao Kahn's army.
Kitana lives? You are truly the bearer of good tidings, Shujinko. Come, we must leave here now before anyone realizes that I have escaped. Follow me, and I will reward you for your efforts.
Nice. Here she goes. So when they debuted Mortal Kombat Armageddon at E3, or when they were showing it at E3, for one reason or another, they had Scorpion's fighting style as Sindel's. So I actually the same fighting style that she uses in this game, and so I wanted to get a head start on learning Scorpion, so I actually learned Sindel in this game, and then when Armageddon actually came out, Scorpion had his normal Hepkido style that he had for the past 2 games.
I am Queen Sindel. I am grateful that you risked your life to free me. I owe you my thanks.
It is an honor, Your Highness.
Please allow me to repay your gallantry. I wish to bestow upon you the combat skills of an Edenian knight. Do you accept?
Indeed, Queen Sindel, I accept.
Yeah, the Zachuan, that's what it was. Yeah, so in the demos they had at E3, they had Scorpion as with a different fighting style than what he finally had in the final version of Armageddon. Yeah, I took the time to learn how to play her, just so I'd have that head start. Yeah, because the fighting styles don't change much from the 3 PlayStation 2 era games. I guess GameCube era games too.
Success.
I can basically pick up Scorpion on any one of those games and play them pretty much the same way. There's small differences. Oh, I hit the wrong button. There we go. Yeah, so I played quite a bit of Sindel during the end of Deception's run.
Good job.
Thank you. Fujopa. Sounds like somebody who doesn't speak any language attempting to speak.
Very
like
good.
if he found some kid raised by wolves.
Success.
Dance. Claws. Obviously, I have a incredibly soft spot for this game, but this is one of my favorite character designs for Sindel as well. So this is the Kwando. This weapon was designed to chop the legs off of horses. It's extremely heavy. She handles it as though it's some light weapon. It's absolutely ridiculous, the Kwando. Like I said, it was not designed to fight people. It was designed that if you had the cavalry coming at you, a bunch of people on horseback, that you would swing this at the horse's legs and chop their legs off. Boy, I'm just so happy I don't live in that time period.
Good job. Success. Success.
This game's too much fun. Okay. Ah, messed it up. Let's start in Zach 1. Okay, yeah. XP. I'll go ahead and throw her the other way. I think I'm supposed to. Oh, that's not a throw. Okay, do it that way. Alright. There we go. What a goofy
Very
game.
good. Success.
I remember developing some weird strategy that basically you combine her scream and her sliding foot grab together. And like if they blocked one, then they were open for the other. It wasn't foolproof, but it worked fairly well.
Well done.
Round 1. Fight! Wins.
We are effing killing it today.
You are now a fully knighted Edenian soldier, Shujinko.
Thank you.
And as such, I have a task for you.
Alright.
What task would that be, Your Highness?
Shao Kahn seeks a powerful item, one that has been kept hidden in Edenia since before our recorded history. It must never fall into the hands of the Emperor of Outworld.
Oh, it won't.
Take this Kamidogu and return it to the Elder Gods. They will know what to do with it.
I will
It
take
won't fall
to
in the
them
hands of
immediately. What will
Shao
you do now,
Kahn.
Your Highness?
Kitana and I will continue the fight to free Edenia from the tyranny of Shao Kahn. His men will be searching for me here, but he has no knowledge of you. You have a chance to escape. if you
Sujinko,
leave
you're
now.
fucking
Yes,
up.
Your Highness. Good luck to you.
Oh, that's the last Kamidogu.
Shujinko, I see you have found the last of the Kamidogu.
Yeah, we
Yes,
did.
Tamashi. I was on my way to the Nexus to place it upon the altar.
Because you have recovered all the Kamidogu, I will receive a physical body and will be free to dwell in the physical world. My rebirth is to take place soon in our world.
That is wonderful news. Congratulations, Damashi.
Hurry, take the Edenian Kamidogo to the Nexus. I will meet you there.
It will be good to finally bring this quest to an end.
What a weird life Shujinko's led. Alright guys, this is going to be the end of the actual story. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and finish up the story. And then we're going to come right back to... What you looking at, bud?
I hear Shao Kahn's men are partial to Edenian pie.
That's true. But who isn't? It's delicious and poisonous. Yeah, so and then we're going to come right back to Edenia to do the other time-sensitive side mission. And then we'll stop the stream for today. I'm so excited.
After all these long years, I have finally found the last of the Kamidogo. My quest is almost at an end.
What is ending is your meddling in the affairs of the Elder Gods, mortal.
Scorpion!
Yes, and I remember you as well. We met in the Netherrealm. I taught you my fighting skills. Now I will give you your final lesson. Fight!
Let's do it. Prepare to die, Scorpion.
Fight!
Jesus. It was an 8-hit combo. It did 7 damage. Damn right I did.
Round 3. Fight!
Careful, bro, you only get so many breakers. Ooh, nice duck. Boom! What's up? Let's finish this tale.
I have defeated him. Now I am free to complete my quest.
Yes, you are, my friend.
I do not understand. The Kamidogu should have been transported to the Elder Gods. Why is it not happening?
Because you have not completely finished the quest.
Who? What are you?
Ah, yes. Familiar words. Perhaps this will help you to understand.
Damashi! What has he done to you? Let him go!
Shujinko, please save me.
Oh, fool! Damashi does not exist. The avatar you see before you is merely a projection of my consciousness. I manipulated this astral puppet from beyond the boundaries of death, and in turn, manipulated you. I deceived you into bringing me the means of attaining ultimate mastery over reality.
So it seems that I have indeed known you all these years. Then by what name shall I call you now? Tell me who you really are, demon.
I am Onaga, the Dragon King of Outworld and soon-to-be ruler of all that exists. I must thank you for bringing me so much power. The Kamidogu are mine.
You may have them. They do nothing. You have wasted your time. Nothing happened when I placed them all on the altar.
Not all. If you had found the last piece, the altar would have transported them to the Elder Gods. But the last piece is currently in Outworld in the possession of a fool sorcerer. I will deal with him later. For now, I will take these artifacts you have so dutifully collected for me. I am afraid they will not make it into the hands of the Elder Gods after all. And so, Shujinko, your quest is done. Prepare for death.
He like barely gave chase.
The Dragon King has not emerged from the portal. Perhaps he has lost interest in pursuing me. More likely, he has gone to Outworld and will confront the sorcerer who possesses the last remaining object. I have been a fool. Blinded by the lure of adventure, I have endangered the realms and betrayed the Elder Gods. The blame is mine alone. What have I done?
Fucked up is what he did. But boom, that ends the main story of Mortal Kombat Conquest.
The Dragon King now possesses the 6 Kamidogu and has taken the ancient amulet from Quan Chi and Outworld. Although each item is powerful beyond mortal comprehension, individually they contain only a fraction of the power needed to create the realms. To become all-powerful, Onaga must discover a way to fuse them into a single ultimate Kamidogu. I have been a pawn in Onaga's scheme to rule all. If I am to redeem myself, I must continue to learn all that I can and prepare for this final battle against the Dragon King. My journey is far from over.
That's what he says. Just like that, we see the beauty of the credits rolling. Game design, Ed Boon. And we're going to go ahead and skip those credits and go right back into Conquest. Like I said, we got that sort of time-sensitive thing we got to deal with here. Oh! Alright, so the last thing that we're going to do is there's a quest to pick up like a knife or something for Katana. And if you don't rush directly to it, you will you'll lose every opportunity to do it. So we are going to do our best to get right to it, but we aren't going to save anything, and that's kind of the key here. So I'm going to quickly locate that on this. Okay. Let's see here. Blessing the sword, Hierarchy how. Scorpion, Ashra sword. I'm not really sure. I kind of know. So that's one of Sujinko's moves. That's always good. Okay, let's take a look at our map. And I have to take the time to recall where things are supposed to be. Let's look at our thing here. So Edenia stuff is in the 700s. 7,000s rather. Speak with the bald man. Search this area to find Su Hao. Rain. Soldier. I'm just trying to find the exact mission that I'm looking for here. Rico, Ashra, Cobra, Liu Kang, Havoc, Cliffs. There we go. So it's an H3. In this area, you will find a large boulder. You should find the ring there. So I'm going to go to H3 first so that I know exactly where I need to go. And then we'll go with Katana. Okay. So H3. I think it's up and down is ones. So on that side of the map. So I go over here. I must not have any distractions when I actually do this. Come over here, and this is our big boulder right there. So this is H3. Our object will be there. Good. Switch it to daytime. And whereas it's not that I only get one shot at this, if I save, I get one shot. I thought Katana was supposed to be around there. Am I missing this? Portal Realm. Let's move to Edenia. We're gonna figure it out, man. After the initial mission, E5, which is where I was at. Walk around the street in this area. Okay, so. Yeah, there she is. Okay. Let's go.
Shujinko, I need your help once more. I wish to inspire the Edenian Guard as they fight in Outworld by wearing Queen Sindel's signet ring. Unfortunately, the ring was lost during Shao Kahn's initial invasion of Edenia. Please help me find it.
Alright, so we know right where it's at, so we're gonna make a beeline to it. Shujinko runs fastest in straight lines, so I'm trying to make sure that I'm just keeping as many straight lines as possible. Up into that guy. That should be behind this. Yes, it is. Boom! What's up? That is the last difficult mission in this. I know that probably seemed really simple to you guys, but like if you don't know exactly where that is, and if you don't go directly to it, it will be gone. So the kind of story is that there's like thieves in Edenia, and they'll steal it. And when they steal it, it's gone. And if you make the mistake of saving after you've talked to Katana, after that's already been gone, you literally can never do the mission again, and you'll have to restart your entire playthrough. So that's what's freaking crazy. So we'll pause real quick, make sure of what we need to do next. Am I just returning it to her? Luckily, we haven't saved or anything. Alright, so head to H3. You should find this behind the stone, then return to Katana. Donna should be around here somewhere. Donna. There you are. Hey, girl.
You found Queen Sindel's ring. I
Yeah!
thank you. Please accept these gems from Edenia's treasury.
Boom! Alright, so the reason why I'm so hyped is that is the last mission that would make it impossible to get a 100% completion on this file. There are a handful of missions that are very specific, like that one, that if you fail it, if you screw it up, you cannot get 100% on the file. If you want 100%, you have to start the whole game over, which is horrible. So that's the last one. So I'm gonna end the video here today, and then on our next go around, we're going to return back to Order Realm. Oh, sorry, Chaos Realm. We're going to return to Chaos Realm and clean all of that out. And we're just going to take the process over the next few videos, probably, to do all the side quests and then unlock all of the chests throughout the game as well. So that ends our video for today. 2 hours and 7 minutes in. Thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, if you guys are fans of this, if you're enjoying it and you're watching on YouTube, that's Michael V Arcade. That's my YouTube. Please be sure to subscribe, like, drop a comment, and of course hit that bell button so you can see when I post the next videos. And of course share these videos with everybody. If you're watching this on our Twitch, that is VAL1987, Val1987. Be sure to give us a follow and of course share our videos with your friends as well. And don't forget to join us during combat time, whenever it shows up, and chat with the whole combat time group. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. I'll see you guys in the next one.